Hello, everyone, and welcome to Start to Finish for the Stanley Parable. My name is Matt Bowyer. This is episode 7. This is also the Stanley Parable 4. Stanley's Tiny Love. Oh, yeah. I just had an idea and I just lost it with what I was going to try and do today. I do know that I have a spoiler-filled set of tasks hidden behind spoiler tags in Discord. That's one thing I was going to do, is going to grab my phone so I can pull that up. But I had an idea. Sorry, I was across the room. I had an idea on my own, but I've since lost it. What was it? I think it involved the bucket. Most things involve the bucket. I'm going to take the bucket to meet me wife. That's what I'm going to do.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Just looking for anything I can muck around with.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction.
Just checking for anything else I can muck around with in here.
Stanley pressed the bucket upon every little thing in the office. Nothing responded to the bucket's touch, but it did little to discourage Stanley's belief in the magic of the bucket.
We love the bucket. Believe in the bucket. Does the bucket believe in you? It is impossible to... If I walked in here and went, where do I go? I'm the one that closed the door. No new content for the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was it? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Sure didn't.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
All right.
Good,
said the bucket.
I'm listening to the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Have I been in there without the bucket? I think I took the bucket there the first time. Maybe.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Depending on how this goes, I might know what my,
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Okay. Did I ever answer the phone the first time?
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
Ding
And then,
dong.
very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
It's our home. It's full of adorable little candles. Tiny little kitchen. Tiny, tiny baby kitchen for babies. Or, you know, city apartments. I, too, am a fan of just... Oh, Stanley, it's me, your bucket. Press Y to take me to work with you. Okay.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship.
We did do this.
It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Bucket.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Back to work.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else. You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from, me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket, this stupid hunk of metal.
Oh. No, don't cook! Ooh, yes. Yes, please.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket.
She's so crazy.
Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it. Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more...
We're gonna watch TV
what am I
together.
trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Dummy thick.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Go home to work to home to work to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket.
Oh, it's...
No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps, if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley.
No.
I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
No! Yes. Well, like I always say, cuck it or bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Did they used to have a computer
no
over
matter
here?
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. Well,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room.
Room for
Eager
losers.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. No, I did not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What's in here? Because I think I only did this with the bucket before. Or is that
Stanley had now gotten
true?
himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you?
Ah.
What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Oh. Okay. So I hadn't done that. Oh, we need to go to the achievement machine.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
No.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Return to the expo hall. Take me away. I haven't looked at the list yet. You'll know when I do, because I'll suddenly become significantly more efficient. Also, I'll just tell you that I'm doing
I've
that.
been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
That's still really good.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been
want to take the bus.
for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts,
I'm just here for the
that surely
achievement
the game
machine.
will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
There we go. Here we go. Then maybe I'll jump back in the hole.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement?
I got the achievement.
Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure?
Oh.
Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
We're gonna get through this. I wonder if there's anything else that can happen in the hole.
What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
There was also the settings area? I don't know. Because I couldn't get in there. Anyway, I'm going to jump in this hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's
great.
Right. Infinite falling.
Whee!
You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video game. You see, isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
I shan't.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
I'm spinning around in a very slow circle. It's so tiny up there.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of
I feel like I should be priming the proton
Is it a very,
torpedoes.
very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
Yeah, I
Look,
am.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem. Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
It doesn't work for me. I demand that you get back to the grind. Make this infinite. I demand only the finest holes in my sequel. Well. Yep. Yep. Should I bring the bucket here? What if I took the bucket in the hole? I don't know that it's going to give me anything here.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Again!
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal.
I mean, who doesn't?
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh.
Yeah.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before.
Huh.
I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime.
Whoops.
Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Okay.
Well, there it is. The shame
Whoa.
of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's... How is this still appealing to
Oh, I'm
you?
sorry, I
I
slipped.
know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Yay. Uh-oh.
Is the, teleport button not working?
I'm gonna die here.
You sure? Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
Wait, no!
You couldn't bear to be away
Come
from the
back!
hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for.
No!
It's a win for everyone.
No,
you
the
get to be
hole!
with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
I thought he'd never leave. Come here, you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Yes? Whoa! Oh, what is this? Where are we going? Ooh. Oh. I don't like that one. Okay. Oh. This seems bad. Ooh.
My head's stronger. You're no longer using up the space in mine.
What is happening?
My head's stronger.
Sure, yeah.
You're no longer.
I don't like that song. Whoa. Ah. Okay, sure. Huh. Yeah, that's reasonable.
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley!
What?
Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment.
I was having such a nice
how about
time.
if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle-pip.
Oh, Lord, here we go again. Oh, that was fun.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. We're out of there. What else could we do in here? Because it put me here again.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't
Fine,
you think?
it ended.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
What if I turn everything all the way up? I'll be the world champion. Yeah. I assume that's... What? I hate this. This is unusable. Help. How do I move? Ah. Okay, turn those back down. Turn those back down. How about everything all the way down? Can't get me in here. I don't want to change these. What if it screws up my actual recording? I'm going so slow. And now I can't hear anything. How do you become settings world champion? Is this it? I put it back to where I had it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hmm. So I got the achievement. Is there anything else I can do in here? I'm gonna look up settings world champion and see if I can get like a hint. Uh, so it's like do everything? Like go through every single setting? Okay. So I'm not even using the controller, so that's okay. Wow. Maybe don't do that. Alright, so we have it on 45. We're going to put it back on 45. I'm just going to go to every single option. And move you away. What the hell? I said it's a plasma rifle. That seems fun. There are so many buttons here. This is unnecessarily large. I have a Discord notification? Like an actual pinged one? While I'm holding this button down, I suppose I can do that. Okay. And then set that back to where it was. Okay. I don't know if this is important or not, but I'm just kind of... Oh, God. We're gonna turn everything on. Wonder if I can just drag this. I'm the settings world champion. I'm the settings world champion. I got... Oh!
Aha! I can see you've gotten the Settings World Champion achievement. Well done. You've experienced every setting, traveled to all corners of the settings menu. There's nothing you haven't seen. So, Just for you, in the Stanley Parable 2, I'm including an entirely new setting, something called bumpscosity. What exactly is bumpscosity? Well, I haven't quite figured that part out yet, but I just know that you'll be able to adjust it on some sort of slider, and that it'll be available from the settings menu. We'll sort the rest of the details out later. I hope you're looking forward to trying out every level of bumpscosity in the Stanley Parable 2.
Is that there now? Maybe it'll be after I relaunch the... Oh, bumpscosity! I've adjusted the bumpscosity. So that's nice. What else could we do?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Is there anything else I could do in here? I'm inspecting the list. Well, let us begin the game again. I think that's everything we can do in there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't like the plasma rifle. Let's see what Joe thinks.
Ah, the embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Have I been anywhere?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to... And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
That is indeed the meeting room. Have I taken you down here, Bucket?
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
What the fuck?
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley
the broom
Parable.
closet.
It's
I
just
love this.
sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel.
Who are
They
you?
want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it. Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
It didn't need to play this music, actually.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
I don't want to give up the bucket. But my bucket. What the hell
Don't
is
you get it,
this?
Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer.
Ah!
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True,
Oh, no.
it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No!
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No, I don't want to.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for
Where's
after
my bucket?
this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
BD1
Bucket
went to heaven.
Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spellbinding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
In loving memory. Huh?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
The whiteboard ending. That one doesn't make a sound. Dog mode! Was that it? Is that it? I guess so. Well, do you want to come with me?
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things.
Alright, come with me. It's time for dogs. Wait, no. Oh, nope, you're with me for the duration now.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I don't know there's anywhere I can take you that I haven't already taken you. On this side.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find Aunt. Coming
Did I take you down here?
Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it.
I don't know that I did.
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket. The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these.
Yeah, we can trust the bucket.
He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps.
Oh, no.
How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this.
Oh, the bucket's
Who knows
gone.
What sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket!
I'm coming, friend.
Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next. None of them were his. None of them were his special bucket.
I forgot I had the dog mode.
Stanley, find me!
He had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all along. It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
Oh!
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place. How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought, and she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work, for which her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself. My life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Wow. Oh, she sounds rad. Can we play as her? Alright. That might be my stopping point because I have to jump on a call in a little bit.
My God, the bumpscosity in here is absolutely overwhelming. 1,000? You people have got to be nuts. How can you stand this much bumpscosity?
It'd be bumpscossin' in here. Okay. Well, that is where I'm going to call it for today because I do need to get ready for this. So, yeah, a little bit shorter. That's fine. Everything's fine. Everyone's going to forgive me. Life goes on. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone, and I will see you all next time. Bye.